Christianity is an interesting religion politically. Every religion has significant political implications. In my view, it is indisputable that Christianity is both left-wing and conservative in nature. Christianity does promote concern for the poor and criticism of the rich and the greedy, and these sentiments can easily be used to justify welfare state policy. Christianity, however, is also conservative. Christianity is anti-gay. Christianity does promote more traditional views of gender. Christianity is complex, but to the extent we can force it into a political label, we could say that it is economically left-wing, but socially conservative. Of course, Christianity is much more than a mere political approach, but as a foundation for a political approach, I believe that this is what Christianity represents. And Christianity is a powerful force. It is a very common belief system. Thinking about its political implications is important. There are many politicians who purport to be Christian. Most supposedly Christian politicians are not Christian in any serious sense. They care about social conservatism, but eagerly stomp on the poor. Look at Christopher Luxon and Simeon Brown, for example, cutting benefits, making more people homeless, neglecting public services. Other Christian politicians may care for the poor, but totally neglect the social conservatism that is inarguably also an aspect of Christianity. There is one politician who I regard as a true Christian politician, an indisputable embodiment of Christian politics. Norman Kirk, the famous Labour Party minister. Norman Kirk is one of the few Christian politicians to embody both political dimensions of Christianity, the economic leftism and the social conservatism. He was very concerned for the poor, he maintained the welfare system and strengthened it, but he was also a social conservative who strongly opposed gay rights and abortion law reform. He was the closest thing to a true Christian politician, basically a conservative social democrat. Or if we were being generous, we could call him a conservative moderate socialist, as some of his policies arguably went beyond mere social democracy. You could arguably call Michael Joseph Savage a true Christian politician. He built the welfare state. He was not especially progressive on social issues, but his conservatism was not as pronounced as that of Kirk. Savage did famously call his policy agenda applied Christianity, and in many ways it was. In my view, Norman Kirk was probably the closest thing to a true Christian politician. I do respect that he represented a genuine and consistent embodiment of Christian politics. Of course, I strongly disagree with him on some of the relevant issues, but in a world of hypocrisy and amorality, this level of principled consistency should be given some respect. Certainly, he deserves infinitely more respect than the pretenders and frauds who embrace religious politics only when and where ideologically convenient.